I'm on a journey to rewire my brain and nervous system to get more regulated and learn how to actually live within my window of tolerance. This video is finding you at the right time. Hey guys, it's Sakina of My Brown Sparkles, your eco-friendly hostess with the mostest, and today we are still on the topic of nervous system reset. If you haven't seen my last few videos, be sure to check out the series. It's kind of a series. I'm going to link my most recent ones down in the description box below if you want to get caught up. But just a quick, brief rundown. I learned that I have, or had, I'm working on it, a severely dysregulated nervous system. And this is important because it has prevented me from doing normal things. Things that I used to do in the past have become tedious, not only tedious, but just harmful to my health. Like I can't actually execute it because my body completely screams at me to stop. So I'm on a journey to rewire my brain and nervous system to get more regulated and learn how to actually live within my window of tolerance. Today's video is going to be a quick one, so without further ado, let's get into it. I'd like to start off by saying I apologize if the video is a little shaky. I was not planning on doing a video. I'm actually walking. I'm going to show you all my walking outfit because I forgot my bottoms and I thought I had them in my car after work and had to make shift. So I have a top, a workout top, and then I was wearing a dress at work that happened to be a button down. So what I did was I turned it into a skirt and then I have my ankle weights on. So I'm getting my walk in for the day, getting my steps in. I've made it a goal to get 8,500 steps in a day because my desk job is just so sedentary, and I'm used to being an active person, but due to the nervous system issues that I've been having, I have not been able to work out like I normally do. For a while there, you can check a couple of videos back, I was trying to lose 10 pounds and I was going to these high intensity training classes for months straight, and now I can't even do like a basic yoga class. Like I have to do everything just really slow because I just don't have the energy. And so that's why I am going to share this with you, because I think that this is super important. This is not only about resetting your nervous system, this is about resetting your life. A year ago, I started posting videos on how to reprogram your mind for wealth and abundance, how to reprogram yourself for healthy relationships, all this stuff. And in this process that I've learned that it actually requires you to create systems in place and to build habits slowly over time. Like I already knew this, but with my current situation, I feel like the 3D world, the Matrix, has literally been trying to stop me from achieving everything that I dream of, all my dreams. And one of the reasons why I realized in reflection that I have self-sabotaged so much in the past is because I never cleared the trauma. I never cleared or healed the trauma, and I just kept trying to move forward, and I ended up collapsing when stress just got too much to bear because I never built on a firm foundation. There's a quote, and I'll put it up on the screen because I don't remember the entire quote, but it's about not building, a foundation on sand. The majority of my life, I've been trying to build on a foundation of sand. No one even told me. I have been repeating a cycle for the last 10 years almost, literally almost 10 years. I've been repeating a cycle because it started at the age of 24. So a little bit over 10 years, I've been repeating this cycle. And I am finally, this has been about 12 years, shoot. I have been repeating a cycle and it's a loop. I think I've made it out of the loop, and then it'll be like the straw that broke the camel's back, and it'll pull me back down, back to square one again. And it's so disheartening. It's so frustrating because you start to get older and you realize you're stuck in a pattern and you don't really know how to get out. And I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you what I'm doing to get out, how to actually clear the trauma so that you, which is the sand. The sand is the trauma is the sand. You can't build on the trauma because the trauma is eventually going to flare up. Something's going to trigger you that has to do with the trauma that you have stored in your body, and you're just not going to be able to take it anymore. So you want to clear the trauma. So something I've been doing is going to therapy. I started going to therapy again. I did it back in 2022 when I was experiencing a lot of work stress. And because I have these big goals, they're not even big goals. These are normal goals, but I have not been able to accomplish them due to the extreme pain in my body. And so for my body, these are big expansions. It's so crazy because this is something that I've already previously expanded to. But when you collapse, the thing about collapsing is like a rubber band. Like you stretched out this far, but then something triggers you and you fall back down, and like a rubber band, you retract, you contract, and you go back down to that smaller size. And guess what you got to do? You got to re-stretch yourself. You don't just bounce back up. No, you got to re-stretch yourself. So I'm in that process, but God has me doing it differently this time. God has me clearing the trauma, doing the shadow work, and then taking smaller steps to regain and redo everything that I effed up. So if you take anything from this video today, if you are someone who you notice a repeating pattern in your life, whether it be work situations, whether it be your relationships, whether it be friendships, maybe it's your weight, then you have something stuck in you that has not been resolved. It has not been resolved, and it's causing you to F up on your journey. It's causing you to ruin everything that you work for. You're self-sabotaging. And you don't really know where to start. So my piece of advice to you is to get with a therapist who is trauma-informed, who's worked with people who have PTSD, trauma, all of that, so that you can let that out and they can kind of guide you through your thoughts. My therapist that I've been seeing, she doesn't really talk a lot, but that's good for me. I tend to be the silent one. I'm the one that people go to and they talk to. Just naturally, I've always been that way. Like people will know me for like a day and then they start telling me like their life story and all their business that I don't want to know. And I don't know what it is about me that makes people feel comfortable opening up, or perhaps it's the color of my skin. I think that a lot of people tend to think that people that look like me are their unpaid therapists or the mammy in their head. So I've been trying to set boundaries around that because I don't want your baggage. I don't want to know your business. Keep it to yourself. That's one of the things I had to learn. I had to learn to help people carry their own weight. Do not vent to me. Unless I ask you further questions about what you're going through, do not just come telling me all your business because I don't want to know it. Get with a therapist that can help you unload some of that baggage. They get paid to take on your baggage. So for me, that has definitely been instrumental. The first session I had, literally, I was crying. I didn't even really take too much time to get to know the therapist. You would think that you want to get a feel. No, I just need someone to listen to me. And I realized, well, I'm usually always the one who's listening to other people. I don't have a place where I can go and vent. Or I don't have a place where I can go and talk to someone and just have them be there and present. That's not something that I have in my life with people. So I have paid somebody to be that, and that is my therapist. And that's what I think so many people need to do. Stop taking your baggage to your parents. Stop taking it to your man. Stop taking it to your girlfriends. Go to a therapist. Work through that stuff. And be open to it. Allow those emotions to come up because emotions are healthy. That's stuck energy coming out. Don't hold back your tears. Do not stuff down your anger. Let it out in whatever way it needs to come out. And let me tell you, you might not think it's a big deal, but immediately after that session, I saw changes in me, immediate changes. And I was like, wow, I really needed that. I didn't even know that I was holding on to that. It was something that I was blind to. But she took me there. In her questions that she was asking me, she took me there, allowed me to offload that. And within a week, I was becoming more open in a way that I have not been in a very, very long time with people around me, because I no longer felt unsafe. I think that part of the trauma healing is, your nervous system wants to feel safe. It wants to feel safe. Your body wants to feel safe, and it wants to trust itself. My body wants to trust itself. And when you're holding on to stuff and you're not letting go of things and you're stuffing emotions down, it doesn't feel safe because it's already overloaded with past trauma. You can't take on anything new because you have all this stuck baggage. So I guess I'm just going to leave y'all with that in this video. I told you it was going to be short. Get a therapist, seek therapy, take away the stigma. I don't know if you have a stigma around therapy, but I think therapy is something that pretty much everyone needs. And I think in my next session, I'm going to ask my therapist if she has a therapist, because that makes me wonder, like, therapists are constantly taking on other people's trauma and baggage. Like, who do they go to? They have to see a therapist themselves. So that's all I'm going to leave you with right now. If you want to build on a firm foundation, you got to clear out the trauma. You got to clear out those emotional blockages that you're hiding in the shadows. You got to do your shadow work. I'll do a video on shadow work. I have my just shadow journaling templates. I'll list them below in the description box. But it's those little things, those little investments that you make in yourself. Those little investments that make the biggest shifts in your life. And I'm telling you, investing in yourself is the best thing you're going to ever do. We live in a world where people are constantly taking from us, constantly want to take. Our job wants to take, our friends want to take, our children want to take, our pets want to take. Everything is taking from us, and we have to proactively give important to ourselves. And getting a therapist, seeking therapy is literally the best thing that you can do for yourself if you can afford it. It's not that it's not that expensive. I pay about $20 per session because I use my health insurance. So with health insurance, if you have health insurance through your job, you can afford a therapist. Find a therapist, get on a schedule that works best for you, and watch your life shift and change. Watch the sand float away. And it's not just therapy. You're gonna have to, I'm doing a lot of other things, but let me tell you, my first 2 therapy sessions, I saw big shifts in my life. And my life has been shifting a lot since those 2 sessions. So I'm gonna do another video on this topic because I think I know the missing piece to it, and I don't want to share it in this video. So I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you, and be sure to subscribe because I have more videos, especially around the topic of nervous system regulation and resetting, because that's the journey I'm on right now, baby. I'm just gonna take you with me. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.